All right, let's get to Twitter, which is now an X logo, and all of the idiotic things that accompany this idiotic decision from Elon Musk.
Owner Elon Musk has said it's going to be replaced with a logo depicting the letter X. That's the name that he wants to use for the so-called everything app that he's trying to build on the foundations of Twitter.
Breaking, Elon Musk is now censoring this photo of him standing next to the noted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell when posted on Twitter. I mean, I don't think that's happening, but funny. Conference rooms at Twitter headquarters are now being renamed to words with X in them, including exposure, exalt, and sexy. I mean, no one would ever... First of all, we live in a deeply misogynistic society, so absolutely zero people are getting canceled for being misogynistic, okay? So there is that part of the thing. Elon Musk has officially rebranded Twitter as X, even though he hasn't officially been able to do so. One, Twitter Japan apparently legally cannot change their rebranding to X Japan because the J-Rock band X Japan owns the rights to the name. How funny would it be if Yoshiki is the one who saved us all from this awful rebranding move? Lol. Now, for those of you who don't know, I said this already. I said this earlier, but Twitter is massive in Japan. And so whenever Elon makes these like weird decisions, I feel like a lot of people in Japan get very frustrated, extra frustrated. They're removing the name but didn't get a permit, so it got shut down. Yeah, here it is. Twitter name was coming off the building, but Elon Musk didn't get a permit for the equipment on the street, so the San Francisco Police Department shut it down. How can you behave like this? How can you be like this? I will never understand it. Why don't you just get a permit? Big dog, what's happening? Is there no one running the show over there? Did you fire every single person? This seems like such a dumbass oversight problem. Like how? It's like such a basic thing. It's such a basic component that like every single person uses and takes advantage of on a daily basis. I don't really understand it. I guess I assume it's because Elon is so wealthy that he's just like, I don't give I'll pay the fine. You know what I mean? Also, yeah, weird new logo, but okay. Elon sexually harassed a woman and tried to pay her off with a horse. Yeah, the font is very roaring 20s, which I think is a nice touch. One of these is Twitter. 3 of them are porn sites. There are more logo mania problems happening with Elon Musk's Twitter. The icing on the cake, Microsoft owns a trademark for X. So Musk has destroyed a loved and strong brand for potential years of litigation and potentially no brand. So there's that as well. This is related to Xbox, right? It is. That would explain the Unicode character, perhaps. It will be fun to see how this develops. So there's that issue there in the United States of America. They can't even change the handle because it's already being used. Genius move, again, from Elon Musk. I suspect, though, that they will probably take it, laughing at how many people work at Twitter still. Since Elon Musk took over the reins at Twitter as the CEO in October 2022, its workforce dropped 80% and reportedly hovers at around 1,300 employees. Among the remaining staffers, less than 550 are full-time engineers, the network found following a review of the website's internal records. Trust and safety team, which monitors content, recommends policies, and makes changes to the website design, is down to fewer than 20 people. If you're wondering why this happens, if you're wondering how, like, oh, why didn't Elon Musk get a permit, for example, for something as simple as taking down the Twitter logo to put a X logo there? Why didn't he get a permit? It's because so many teams are just, they're done. They're out. He's trying to run the operation with a skeleton crew. And technically, he is able to get away with running an operation with a skeleton crew because the remaining people are desperate for having a job. A lot of their immigration status relies, a lot of them staying in the United States of America basically relies on them working for Elon Musk. So here is also Elon Musk going absolute bananas mode on what his goals are for Twitter. Now, of course, his goals are one that has been done many times over. His goals are not new. They're not unique. They're not interesting. It works very successfully in China, obviously. It works very successfully in China. And Meta, Facebook, has tried to do it here in the United States of America before Elon and has failed, okay? What he wants to do is make Twitter into a one-stop shop, a payment processor on top of everything else. But why in the ever-loving would you put your social security number or your credit card on a website like this that's run by 12 people? It is so profoundly f***ing stupid that he thinks Twitter would ever do this. But I also don't think Elon is all that hard on the copium. I don't even think he personally thinks he has a capacity to do this. I think that Elon Musk knows that dumb idiots listen to every single word he says and believe him.
Essentially, if done right, the X would serve people's financial needs to such a degree that over time it would become, I don't know, maybe half of the global financial system.
Wow.
Or some big number.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the number is, but pretty big.
Yeah. No, totally. I mean, this is wish casting, but even then, it's just bullshit.
And if it involves money in any way, it can be dealt with seamlessly on one location.
Like, this is already a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. But it's also, once again, in the most Elon way possible, has been an abject failure. But also, it's not even new. It's not even novel. This is a thing that, like, Meta tried to do for years, and it's a thing that, like, Chinese social media companies have done successfully, obviously, in China, where there are a lot more limits to new social media companies. We talked about this already. Elon has been obsessed with the name X for ages. I'm not going to go full-blown into it, but this was the website that he founded, X.com, originally. When they merged with PayPal, he wanted to try and change PayPal to X.com and then was pushed out by the board. And the new CEO, Peter Thiel, was the one who successfully marketed PayPal. And Elon still made out like a bandit due to other people running the show in his stead. The problem is when it's billionaire, it becomes your problem. Okay, it's not just like he can't have a midlife crisis quietly on the side. He will take away your toys and he will ruin them.